line snap, they said. Too many times weapons come into play where we'll just get in a gunfight with these people. You might get lucky, you might not get lucky. So that's not the answer. We had to come up with something. And the goal was, the Trident shield worked as a deluge system. How can I shoot something at these guys that will stop them in their tracks? Now, Ryan, now, get them! I don't have to get in a gunfight with them, and I can get away. What we had to design was, the Trident shield comes straight down the ships. What we had to design was something that could shoot out, something that I could go 30 to 40 feet out into the water, and not just spray them with water like we do with the Trident shield, to put that solution in there. The Buford is a chemical that is totally biodegradable. When it gets on you, you can't get away from it. The last thing you're going to do is hold on to a weapon, let alone be able to aim it and fire it. It's not going to put you down because we're not going to shoot it on you. You ready here? Let's see what you think of that one.
Oh my God, that is terrible. Oh God, it's like burning my nose.
Ran yachts, I've ran big boats as well. My partner ran tankers, super tankers and so forth. Worked my way from there into the Sheriff's Department, and then I've done a lot of law enforcement. It's my background into my career as a chief of police. The best answer for yachters is to most certainly understand that the Gulf of Aden and the areas that they're traveling through and transiting through are now considered a war zone, and they shouldn't even be in those areas. And if they're going to be there, they should have a plan in place, they should be prepared, and they should change the element of surprise away from the pirate trying to attack them and have a toolbox set up.
Using the crudest tactics, they've hijacked the shipping industry. With grappling hooks, AK-47s, and rocket-propelled grenades, they brazenly clamber on board massive tankers and cargo ships, taking crews hostage. They usually have little use for the cargo. It's ransom they're after, and they often get it. Pirates off the eastern coast of Africa have cost the industry billions of dollars in recent years. Military officials tell CNN they don't have the resources to cover the vast areas of those hot zones. And with monsoon season ending in that region, the pirates are back at it. But this is what they could now encounter. A security team helps the crew get into a blast-proof bridge. A sniper takes position on deck, scans the perimeter. It's a drill on board the SS Horizon Producer, a cargo ship making a run into San Juan Harbor. The vessel's equipped with a new multi-layered security system called Trident Shield. It starts with long-range surveillance cameras to detect pirates further out, and if they do get close, loudspeaker alarms.
Vessel alert!
A few feet away, trained guards patrol the deck under simulated fire. At sea and in port, with the help of the San Juan Bay boat pilots, CNN has exclusive access, as the captain and crew are trained how to scramble into their secure bridges and engine rooms. It's not always smooth.
I need the guy's name they're missing.
But the captain says his crew needs this.
Well, you saw the drill, guns going off and that kind of stuff. And there was a realism about it, and I think it woke up a lot of guys.
This is the brainchild of a company called International Maritime Security Network, IMSN.
Why don't you give us
the firm provides everything: security teams, fortification of bridges, sniper nests, training the crew how to react if pirates breach the vessel. I spoke to an IMSN instructor who asked that his name and face not be identified because he conducts training in high-risk regions.
We show them how to detain that individual. We show them how to use handcuffs. We also, in the course, train the crew on how to be a hostage.
But there's another part of the system aimed at never letting it get that far.
This is a crucial part of the deterrent, a wall of water that blasts down from the gunnel to knock the pirates off as they try to scale the ship. It can also flood the pirates' boat. They can mix in bleach, pepper, oil, even soap to try to distract them even more.
I'm repeatedly blasted, and when I try to look up alongside the hull, I can't see a thing. Back on deck, I press the instructor about the effectiveness of all this.
How confident are you that this wall of water, the blast-proof bridge, the loudspeakers, are going to really keep pirates from coming on this ship?
Well, Brian, we're 99.999% sure that we've got the answer here.
That's certain, because the pirates and the criminals always stay one step ahead of the law.
99.9%.
That's true.
Why?
Well, back in our factory, we're already making the next version of the next step up. We're going to one step them. Every time they make a move, we'll be ready for them.
Why not just arm the crew?
You put a weapon in a man's hand who's not trained to use that weapon. And should you have a target come alongside of you, he could just start opening fire, and it could be a fisherman.
But this system's not cheap. A shipping line can choose any combination of security layers or just one. If it gets the whole package, the price starts in the mid-200,000s per vessel. That includes highly trained guards on board for the first voyage. After that, it's just under $5,000 for each day the security team's on board. But an official with Horizon Shipping Lines tells us what a hijacking could cost in delays or ruined cargo.
In Puerto Rico, we have pharmaceutical loads that are worth, $30–40 million in a container. So if you have 700 or 800 containers on a ship, you can do the math.
What these security consultants are really aiming for is a true deterrent.
The whole point is they see this from the water and they say, these guys are looking for something. It's not worth hitting this ship. Let's go somewhere else.
This is the only vessel IMSN has outfitted so far, but we're told more are in line. In the coming months, this system is going to be deployed on another merchant vessel off the coast of Africa for a trial by fire. Brian Todd, CNN, San Juan.
As well as the certification and classification of ships that D&V is responsible for. We also certify on the management systems side, such as safety and security management systems. We also provide certification of the human element in terms of training centers, simulator centers, and simulators. And we have about 100 training centers around the world that have been certified to D&V's C-Skill standard for maritime training centers and academies. And we have also certified hundreds of courses of various types, including safety and security and other types of courses that relate to the maritime industry. And with the overall goal of improving, as I said, the human element, making people fit for service. The competency of the individual is very important, because without competent people, it doesn't matter how effective the technology is unless it's operated by people who are competent in its operation. D&V also certifies simulator centers and simulator systems, which are essential for the effective development of competencies in certain areas where learning on the job is not necessarily the safest or most effective way, or they can be blended in with the on-the-job training. So again, D&V through our C-Skill standards provides a series of certifications as well as the support in the competency management systems overall, which we also assist companies in developing. Because with the STCW standards being made more in depth and covering many more people and many more things with regard to what the competencies that people need to be, we feel it's very important that our customers have a strong competency management system, so that when they have the training courses, when they have the training providers providing them with the service, that their people end up being well coordinated, well organized, and well managed in terms of those competencies and how they're applied within their companies and on board their ships. D&V has provided certification to IMSN both as a maritime training center and training provider, and for a number of its courses, including those that fall under the MERET certification scheme, as well as their anti-piracy course. D&V has provided maritime training center certification to over 100 training centers and academies around the world. IMSN is the first security provider of training that D&V has certified.